Charisma isn't a gift, it's a formula. And that formula has three simple parts that can turn any awkward silence into a memorable connection. Let me show you what they are. Welcome back to Take and Grow, your guide to mastering your mindset and unlocking your full potential.
Dr. Corbin, I'm so glad we're tackling this. I think most people, including me, are in the camp that believes charisma is just something you're born with. You either have it or you don't.
And that belief, Jenna, is the very thing that keeps us stuck. It's the massive problem we're solving today. Because if you believe it's a gift and you don't have it, you stop trying. You accept being the awkward one at the party.
That's exactly what I do. I'll go to a work event or a party and my stomach is in knots. I can handle the first, hello, what do you do? But then just crickets. My mind goes completely blank. I can't think of a single thing to say, and I can just feel the other person getting bored.
You've just described the pain point perfectly. That feeling of panic when you run out of things to say. It's so uncomfortable that we start avoiding social situations altogether, right? We miss out on new friendships, business opportunities, and just basic human connection, all because we were never taught a simple system for conversation.
A system, that's what I need, the how-to. When you say formula, it makes it sound like a skill I can learn, not a personality I'm missing. It gives me hope and aligns perfectly with our Take and Grow mission of building real confidence.
Exactly. Confidence is the result of having a plan. You don't need charisma to start a conversation, you just need this three-part formula. It's a simple, repeatable process that takes the pressure off you and allows you to genuinely connect with anyone.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm taking notes. What is this three-part conversation formula?
It's a simple loop that I call the 3L formula. Latch, lift, and link. It's easy to remember and incredibly effective. All right, let's break down the formula. The first part, the one that solves the how do I even start problem, is part 1. Latch.
Latch? What am I latching onto?
You latch onto a shared experience. Most awkward conversations start with a generic interview-style question, like, so, where are you from? Or, what do you do? These are fine, but they feel like an interrogation. A latch opener is different. It's an observation about the one thing you and the other person are definitely sharing at that exact moment. The environment. At a conference, I can't believe how packed this room is. That last speaker really drew a crowd, didn't they? At a party, this is the best playlist I've heard in ages. I wonder who the host music guru is. In line for coffee. Wow, the smell in here is incredible. I'm trying to decide between my usual or something new.
Oh, I see. It's low pressure. You're not asking them a personal question. You're just making a comment about the shared reality. They can easily agree and add their own thought. It's an invitation, not a demand.
Precisely. You've created an instant, easy connection. But this is where most people fail. They get a one-word answer and panic. For example, they say, great playlist. The person says, yeah, it is. And awkward silence. This is where you need part 2, lift.
Lift? As in, lift the conversation? This is the part I need. This is where I run out of things to say.
And you run out of things to say because you're trying to invent a new topic from scratch. You don't have to. Lift means you listen to their response, find one interesting keyword or emotional cue, and lift it into an open-ended how or why question. You're pulling on a thread they just gave you.
Okay, give me an example.
Scenario 1. You. Latch. This is a great playlist. Them. Yeah, it is. It really reminds me of my college days. Bad response? Panic. Cool. So, do you work around here? Good response. Lift. Oh, really? Your college days. What kind of music were you into back then? Or, aha, college days. That sounds like it brings back some good memories. Scenario 2. You. Latch. That speaker on AI was intense. Them. Totally. To be honest, it all feels a bit overwhelming. Bad response? Panic. Yeah, so is this your first time at this conference? Good response. Lift. I get that. Overwhelming is the perfect word. What part do you find the most overwhelming?
Wow. Okay, you're not inventing, You're just listening and asking why or how or what about that based on a single word they said. This means I never have to think of a new topic again.
You never have to think of a new topic again. You just have to listen. This is the secret to how to be charismatic. Charisma is just a deep, focused curiosity. This one skill, lifting their words, will solve 90% of your social anxiety.
But what if it starts to feel like an interview? Just me asking questions?
That's a perfect question, and it leads us to part 3, link. This is where you build the real connection. After they answer your lift question, you link it back. A link is a simple 2-part step. Validate, then relate. Validate. You offer a brief, empathetic summary of what they just said. This makes them feel heard. Wow, that's incredible. That must have been so challenging. I totally get that feeling. Relate. You briefly share a related, bite-sized story or feeling of your own. This isn't a long monologue. It's a small offering that shows you're a person too.
Can you show me how it all fits together?
Let's run the whole formula. You, Latch. This speaker on AI was intense. Them, totally. To be honest, it all feels a bit overwhelming. You, lift. I get that. Overwhelming is the perfect word. What part do you find the most overwhelming? Them, answer. Just the speed of it. My whole industry is changing, and I'm not sure if my job will even exist in 5 years. You, link, validate. Wow, that's a heavy thing to be thinking about. The job security aspect is genuinely scary. You, link, relate. I was just talking to my colleague about this. We're in marketing, and we're seeing similar shifts. It's made me realize I need to start focusing on...
And just like that, it's a real conversation. It's balanced. It's not an interview. It's a connection. Latch, lift, link. That is so simple and so powerful.
Now that's the 3-part formula. It's the how-to. But there's one master skill, a piece of mindset mastery that makes this all work. Without this formula, the formula will still feel forced.
What is it?
You have to get out of your own head. The reason you feel awkward, the reason your mind goes blank, is because you're hyper-focused on yourself. You're thinking, how do I sound? Do I look stupid? What should I say next? Do they like me? It's all I.
You're 100% right. I'm just running a constant internal monologue of self-criticism.
And you cannot be self-critical and curious at the same time. It's impossible. The antidote to social anxiety is not confidence, it's curiosity. The moment you feel that panic, that self-consciousness, you must intentionally shift your focus. Turn the spotlight on the other person. Get genuinely curious about them. Ask yourself, what's their story? What makes them tick? What can I learn from them?
So I cure my own awkwardness by focusing less on myself.
Exactly. When you are genuinely curious, you will naturally use the lift technique. You will listen. You will ask great questions. The other person will feel seen, heard, and fascinating. They will walk away from that conversation thinking, wow, Jenna is one of the most charismatic people I've ever met. And all you did was become genuinely interested in them.
That's the real secret, isn't it? Charisma isn't about being interesting, it's about being interested.
That is the entire game. And it's a game anyone can learn to play. That is how you build real, authentic confidence and truly master your social skills. So, to recap the 3-part 3L formula to end awkward silences and be more charismatic. Latch, start with an observation about your shared experience. Lift, listen for a keyword or emotion in their reply and lift it into an open-ended question. Link, validate their feeling, that's amazing, or that's challenging, and relate with the brief, relevant insight of your own. And the master skill that powers it all, shift your focus from self-conscious to curious.
This is so liberating. It's not magic, it's a practical system. It's a set of success habits for conversation. I feel like I can actually go out and do this.
You absolutely can do this. It just takes practice.
If this formula just blew your mind and gave you a practical tool to build your confidence, smash that like button.
And if you're serious about mastering your mindset, building real confidence, and learning more communication skills, Subscribe to Take and Grow.
Share this with one person you know who feels awkward in conversations.
We have a challenge for you. Your next conversation with someone new or even someone you know, we challenge you to try the lift technique at least once. Let us know in the comments, what's the best lift question you've ever asked or that someone asked you that opened up a great conversation? Share your stories. Thanks for tuning in to Take and Grow.